Dane and I have been seeing each other for 6 months now. We said I love you 3 months ago. He said it first. I never thought I could be loved in such a way as this. I believed I wasn't deserving of it, or it was simply impossible. That I should be grateful to be getting any attention at all, even if I didn't ask for it or if it was forced upon me. I was wrong. Often I think about how he touches me in the most gentle way I've ever known. I wonder if he always has, or if he wants to now. For me.
I met Ella a few months ago. When I saw her for the first time, she felt so familiar, like the sight of a mirror years ago. I don't generally believe in love at first sight, but she comes the closest to proving me wrong.
I enjoy not being the center of attention. When I am, it shines a light on the fact that I'm swimming against the current, not floating alongside it. When I'm not victim to the spotlight, I find comfort in being indistinguishable from the water that surrounds me. But Dane's attention is something new to me. It's more like a fascination of my thoughts and invitation to have ideas. I am scared he resents me for my hesitance in sharing them. I am sure no better man exists for me. I hope no better girl exists for him.
Always I'm struck by the delicate way she discovers the flora around her, and the feeling that the world is holding in its breath, cherishing. I took her on a date to a U-Pick farm. One of my favorite memories is an early conversation in the car. The words that slipped out escape me, but I still remember the novel thrill we brought each other in those early days. We found our creature comforts now, but back then the tantalizing suggestion of what may come was never far away. She tried to take me to bed, but flattered as I was fearful of the delicate balance between what she wanted and what she felt she needed to do. Sometimes I can love with my hands, but sometimes.
Trust. It's a tricky thing, trusting someone, especially when you've had the word pulled out from underneath you and sullied. Such has been my experience. It's his ease of movement for me, his knack for contemplation, the patient, understanding nod he gives me when too many hairs are left behind in my brush. He's got a strong stomach. He's just strong. Unyielding is the paper beneath his grasp as he dances an ink line across it, forming words, letters, thoughts, worlds, or perhaps a simple scribbled figure peering into creation. He daydreams too much.
Ella can be uninterested in being touched in the places she needs to be. She walls off those vital parts of herself. She can make mountains out of valleys. She encroaches onto me like a tempest, and isn't shameful of me having to pick up the mess she's left behind. Once she hit me. I asked her to. We were in the middle of some great woe, and I told her not to hold back. To finally express that part of herself she kept out of reach. She did. Upon my cheek. The stain of her stroke left me calling for reconciliation. And I just feel so frustrated when. Oh, hey, NASA. Good girl.
He restrains me in a not pleasant way. He can burrow out space for himself and conjure up contentment and routine, leaving no room for growth. Having a serious conversation with him takes days. All he can do is bury our problems and pretend everything is fine. And his aloofness makes it worse. Like once when Hello?
Hold on. This says it's a 300-piece puzzle. I only counted 298 pieces.
You counted the pieces?
Yeah. How am I gonna know if I'll finish what I started?
Well, maybe you just have to start and you'll find the missing pieces later.
You think too much.
Look who's talking, Lord Byron.
I just think we should find all the pieces first.
Look, I found them. 298, 299, 300.
Stop, I just flipped all those over.
302, 303.
315, 348.
Stop it. Stop it. Stop. It's gonna be so nice doing this with you in Napa.
We just came back from Napa.
I know, but when we moved there.
What do you mean move?
Well, I was thinking about asking you to move in with me.
Are you serious? You really want to move in together?
Yeah, in Napa.
I mean, yeah. But why Napa?
Because now I have a house there.
Well, I know that, but I didn't think you wanted to move there right now.
It's the house I grew up in. Plus, I gotta take care of that place. I'm the only one left.
That doesn't mean you have to drop everything and run there.
I'm not running there, I'm moving there, and I thought you'd want to come with.
You're moving there?
No, I'm thinking about it. I still have to sort some things out, but that's what I really want to do.
But where does that leave us?
I don't know, maybe in a nice house in the countryside?
Okay, that sounds nice, but we can't just do that. I really like what we have, and I do want to move in with you. But I can't leave LA. I live here. My parents live here. I need my job, and my parents do too.
Okay, well, you can get a new job and you'll still be able to support them. They have bikes in Napa. They'll need fixing.
It's not that easy, LA.
It can be.
Can't you just find someone else to take care of it in the meantime?
It's mine. I've been gone long enough.
I just don't like how you're making decisions about both of us without talking about it.
I made a decision for me. Now I'm offering a solution for us.
I can't do that right now.
Okay, I knew this would happen.
What's that supposed to mean?
It's just things were going really well. Something has to be wrong. Something always has to be wrong.
Nothing is wrong. Nothing has to be wrong. I like us here, now. And that doesn't have to change.
Okay, well, I don't have a choice. I need to do this. It's important to me.
But you're important to me.
Okay, thanks for saying that, but it doesn't offer a solution.
I can never get anywhere with you. It's like trying to argue with a brick wall.
You can never get anywhere with me. Every time we argue, you just ignore me for days and then come back like nothing even happened.
I'm sorry I don't blow up like you do over the most minute things.
Blow up? I don't blow up. I just try to act like an adult and deal with their issues like a normal person.
Oh my god, you scream way more than the average person.
I'm not screaming. I can show you screaming. Do you want me to start screaming?
No, God, I want you to do the exact opposite of that. Why can't you just sit there and talk things out rationally?
I am talking rationally. Can't you humor me and imagine us living there? Just think about it.
I can't think about anything with you yelling at me.
I'm not yelling! I'm expressing my frustration.
Thank you. Jesus. Is this what it's gonna be like if we move in?
No, we just have to talk about shit. Not everything's about you.
I never said it was about me. It's never about me.
No, that's right, Dane. Nothing's ever about you. You're never wrong, you're never right, you're never nothing. Because that's what you say, nothing. You just talk in circles and don't contribute shit. And it never has anything to do with you.
Fine.
You're right, I'm wrong.
This is what's so frustrating about you. I try so hard to claw something out of you and you just don't give it to me. No matter how hard I try, you just won't talk about your problems. I don't even know what you think about up there, and you expect me to.
None of this matters. It's stupid we're fighting.
Really, Dane? We wouldn't be if you just got off your high horse and think about trying something new.
We can try new things, but you can't assume I'm just gonna follow you wherever you go.
Okay, I'm sorry I assumed that you would be excited about moving to a giant, beautiful house in the fucking country.
I'm sorry I can't be your Prince fucking Charming and whisk you away to some castle in the countryside. I'm not who you want me to be.
What do you mean, you're not who I want you to be?
You obviously need someone who can follow you, talk to you, support you.
And you can't do that?
Now she gets it.
Okay, so what are you saying?
Maybe this can't work.
What?
None of this matters. The two of us trying to fix something that obviously can't be fixed. Maybe we should just cut our losses here.
Just say it, Dane.
I think we should break up. Sorry. You know that feeling you get when someone is in front of you and they're crying and their tears are cutting through the oil and dirt on their cheeks and their brow is quivering, how their nose drips, their chin is trembling, and they're all at once so terrible and ugly and raw and beautiful and everything they are. It's altogether a feeling frightening and humbling.
It's humbling to go from spending all your days with one person and then never seeing them again. It's even more humbling to realize that you poured everything into them when they were too scared to pour it all. Not even a little. Every time I try to forget, I remember what it is I can't ignore.
She's inspired me like a few have before. I'm rarely one to be compelled by some creative force to stand and act, but she'll do that to me, to everyone. Ella never gave a little. It was always so much in everything she did. Once she wrote about me, she sung about me, cared for me, called me, packed me a homemade meal, held me while I cried, forgave me, listened to me, and made me speak when I didn't have the courage to myself. She gave every little bit of herself and kept nothing of her own. And I still found a way to ask for more while giving none of myself away. Well, not none, but nearly not enough.
Dane gave me everything he could, in the most lovely and thoughtful and simple little ways. If he'd see a flower I once said I'd like, he would pick it and bring it for me. He remembered everything about me, even when I forgot. And he'd listen. He'd listen even when I would be talking for way too long. He never stopped me, not to interrupt, not even for a kiss. He gave me every ounce he could, and I took it all, effortlessly, with nonchalance. I never thought he could stop. I wonder if I could have given him any more of myself.
It was once my belief that we would grow old, slowly in love. I'm given to dreaming about a different life where we do, and we could sit on the porch together, taking in the rain, warm mugs of tea in hand. Our dog might, in a small fit of passion, leap into our laps, spilling the tea with him. We'd scold him, but enjoy the innocent unknowingness he possessed, like that of a child I hoped to have. The end closed with what I had always known. You can't follow the sun.
It was once my belief that I never had to meet some other person, that we could pour into each other day after day. Perhaps we'd go to all the places we thought of never going to before, or try all the things we said we'd never try. We could always grow and learn and never get bored of spending time together. I'd be there when you broke a bone on an adventure, and you'd be there when the doctor tells me it's growing again. We would run out of time together instead of trying to make up for time lost in our short run at love. You can't follow the sun.